Now, before we get into this, I'd like to quickly talk about our first sponsor, Beam It. Now, for a limited time only, you can go down to the description box of this video below and use my referral link. My referral link will give you $5 UAD directly to your bank account. Beam It is an app similar to PayPal that launched fairly recently. It uses bank-level encryption to protect your information, and you, the user, must verify each transaction. So, if you're interested in making a quick buck, just sign up with the referral code in the description below, after which you get $5 UAD. You never have to actually use the app again, so technically it's free money.
If you haven't watched the previous parts, I recommend you do so in the link in the description below. The last episode, Class 1A head out for a quirk assessment test. Deku does very well in this test, and he gets first place, which means Minato gets expelled. Deku also learns more about the previous user of boosted gear, and the user's capabilities, and also the evil peace system. After that, Class 1A did a drill where the villains guard a nuclear weapon they intend on deploying, and the heroes must stop their scheme. If the heroes capture the villains, or reach the nuclear core before time runs out, they win. If the villains manage to keep the nuclear core for the whole time, or they capture the heroes, they win. Deku and Uraraka start to fight Bakugo and Ida. Deku overpowered Bakugo, and then rushed over to Ochako to help with the weapon. Deku came up with an idea to distract Ida, which will give Ochako enough time to touch Ida, making him float while they capture the weapon. The plan worked perfectly and they won. The next day, Aizawa explained that they'll be going to the USJ, but All Might will not be there because he's late. Ochako asks, Deku, is there really a dragon in there?
Drake says, of course I'm a dragon. If I wasn't sealed in here, I could easily destroy this whole world if I wanted to. Kirishima says, doesn't that make you sound kinda like a villain? Drake says,
dragons choose if they want to be good or evil, so I could be either if I wanted.
Just then, the bus stopped. They all arrive at the USJ, where they're supposed to meet 13. She begins to explain everything, and why they're here. But suddenly, a portal appears, and a bunch of villains come out. That's when Deku activates his boosted gear.
Boost!
Aizawa starts fighting a bunch of the villains to protect the students. They are confused on why the alarm doesn't go off. But then Todoroki says someone's quirk must be jamming the alarms. Aizawa says to 13, protect the students and head out to the exit. I'll hold them off. Meanwhile, All Might is with the principal and actually takes his advice. Because of this, he comes way later. Todoroki launches ice, taking out many of the weaker villains. Kurogiri manages to slip by Eraserhead and confronts the students. Kurogiri asks them, where is All Might? Bakugo and Kirishima suddenly attack him. He evades their assault, and then uses his quirk to warp all the class and scatter them across the various regions of the USJ. Deku is boosted around 3 times so far. Deku is on the boat with Tsuyu. They try to think of what to do. Then Deku says, hey, you jump down and I'll launch an attack, causing a whirlpool to take out the villains. They execute the plan, and Froppy jumps with Deku in her tongue. Deku powers up and shoots out a dragon shot,
Boost!
which hits the water, making an explosion. Meanwhile, Ida is with 13. 13 buys enough time for Ida to escape. Ida escapes the USJ and tries to get help. Tomura knows that his plan will be ruined if the pros show up. Tsuyu just watches Aizawa getting his hand decayed by Tomura. Deku feels like he should help, so he jumps in. Tsu says, stop!
Boost!
Deku tries to punch the Nomu with little to no effect. Nomu launches several punches that badly injure Deku. Deku's on the ground bleeding a bit, and he tells Drake, I need more power. If I don't get any more, everyone I know will die. They'll all die, and it's my fault. Tomura then commands the Nomu to get Deku. Drake says,
Yes, hold on to that feeling. Think about what you desire the most. Let your desire and emotion overtake you.
Deku thinks about his desire of being the #1 hero and being the protector of the people. Nomu is about to land a finishing blow when suddenly Deku uses his dragon shot to push himself away. Deku gets up, and Drake says,
Perfect, partner. Now unleash those emotions and desires.
Deku lets his emotions go, and dark red aura starts appearing around him. It glows brighter and brighter, until the point it becomes a straight beam that can be seen from all over the USJ. Todoroki says, it feels like this power is increasing by the second. Drake says,
Whales, dragon, balance breaker.
The beam fades and Deku is covered in red dragon armor, with 2 green gems in the middle of his hands and feet, and 1 big gem on his chest. Deku has a tail, and he also has a helmet with green eyes, and 2 yellow spikes coming from his mouth, legs, arms, and shoulders. Deku asks Drake, how long will this form last and what can it do? Drake says,
Because of your training, you can maintain the incomplete form for up to 5 minutes. All your physical attributes are enhanced, and now you're able to boost without the 10-second grace period.
Tomura is taken back by this and tells the Nomu to attack again. Deku powers up and charges at the Nomu.
Boost! Boost! Boost!
Deku slammed Nomu, but yet again it had no effect. The Nomu punches him back, breaking his chest armor, but it repairs itself. Deku powers up even more, still struggling with the Nomu. Deku starts to get a tiny bit of an upper hand.
Boost! Boost! Boost!
Deku starts to move the Anomo a couple inches away. Everyone, including the villains, are just stunned watching this fight. Deku leaps back and charges a dragon shot.
Boost!
Deku launches an attack, sending the Anomo flying through the back of the USJ. Tomura is scared by this, but then gains back his demeanor. The smoke clears up, and the Nomu's regeneration is so fast that Deku couldn't do anything. Deku and Drago are surprised they can regenerate. They get ready as the Nomu is about to attack. They exchange fists.
Boost!
Similar to the fight with All Might vs. Nomu, Deku lands a couple of good blows, but starts to get overpowered, and starts losing stamina. He gets hit by one attack, and then gets jabbed by more and more until the final blow knocking him away. He lands on his feet, but then falls to his knees exhausted. He asks Drake, "What happened, Drake?" Drake says,
You've hit your boosting limit, and the failsafe is about to take away your balance breaker if you keep this up. Anyways, your time is about to run out, and you will lose your boost multipliers unless you give it to someone. But more importantly, look out.
Deku is about to get slammed by the Nomu until All Might arrives, dispatching multiple villains on the way. He grabs Deku before anyone can see anything happen. All Might asks Deku if he was alright. Deku said, "Yes, I'm alright, but I'm gonna transfer all my powers to you, which will make you stronger, so you won't have to struggle against the Nomu." All Might says, "You can do that? Wow, that's kind of like my core." Drake says,
Enough with the chit chat. This power will only last a short amount of time. To use it to its fullest, we better use it now.
All Might says, "Alright." Deku gives his power to All Might.
Transfer!
Deku gets out of his balance breaker form and goes onto the floor. He tells All Might to go and get the Nomu. All Might smiles at this. After this, a glowing green and red energy surrounds All Might. He says, "Thanks for the boost, young Midoriya. I feel almost like I'm in my prime. Now, let's finish this quickly." All Might runs so fast that the Nomu can't even see his punches. All Might keeps punching the Nomu. Then he says, "Hey villain, have you heard these words?
Go beyond! Plus Ultra!
All Might sends the Nomu flying and completely disintegrates him. The punch destroyed almost all of the USJ, sending shockwaves and dust flying everywhere. It blows everyone back and the ground starts to shake like an earthquake for miles. Tomura takes his time to retreat but gets his ear shot off by Snipe. Snipe also shoots bullets at the other villains. The dust clears, and Deku's power they give to All Might fades away. But Deku stands, smiling, knowing that all the teachers are here. The teachers get all the students and Aizawa back to safety. Tomura leaves with Kurogiri and says, "This isn't over yet," and fades into the portal. Later, Tomura runs into All For One and explains what happened. All For One says, "It's just one loss, nothing big, but we'll get them next time." Tomura falls asleep thinking about what happened today, and his hatred towards that boy and All Might. He awakens in a white dimension. A bright white object appears in front of Tomura. Tomura asks coldly, "Who are you and what do you want?" The object says,
I am what you need.
Hey, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and as we say, peace out, mortals.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light